This project feels like a start of something new, actually. We haven't done this collaboration with the Confucius Institute before, that's new, and collaborating with Chinese people and artists and students, that's new as well. And I feel like it's really opened up a new avenue for shadow puppetry for Three Left Feet, and also using multiple languages within one performance. So it feels like a really exciting beginning, actually.
So the process really began with that, and began with asking them how we can incorporate this ancient tradition of Chinese shadow puppetry and incorporate it into what we at Three Left Feet have done before. So that's really where it started, but then after that we really got the script down, we processed that through, got that to a position where we wanted that to be at, and then it was just a case of myself and Elspeth just getting into a room together, and with the script in one hand and the puppets in the other, just sort of trying out and really sort of trying to get to grips with the puppets themselves. It was almost like doing a bit of a standard character workshop, as you would do with any sort of other live theatre, but with the puppets themselves, so to develop these characters of the puppets.
I feel like flying in the air, back on dry land. So right from the beginning, this piece was really collaborative. It's a collaboration and a partnership with Lancaster Music Festival, with the Confucius Institute, we had a creative consultation with Chinese students to decide what show we were going to do and to find out what elements of traditional Chinese shadow puppetry they thought we should include. And then with the narrators, with the musicians, with the production assistants, every step of the process was about collaboration. It was quite separate when we brought people together bit by bit. So first it was Andrew and I doing the puppeteering. Well, actually, if we are using any... Andrew and I worked together for the first time, like closely as a pair, on our previous shadow puppetry production. So we didn't really know how we would work as a pair, but actually we complement one another really well. I think he's the mellow to my my highly strung.
She is really the brains of the operation. Yeah, it's fantastic. She's one of the best people that I've ever had to work with in a theatre production. Yeah.
We had Ella narrating in English and Felix narrating in Mandarin. So because this piece was a sort of fusion of our style at Three Left Feet and the Chinese traditional style of puppetry, we wanted to have both languages represented. So we wanted it to be suitable for an English-speaking audience and for a Mandarin-speaking audience. And the narrators were there to obviously tell the story, but also to represent that cultural fusion. So Astrid and Ingzi were our production assistants, and they sort of got a crash course in working backstage on a project with us, which is sort of being part of the devising process, trying things out, failing all together, working out a solution. And they were fundamental to the success of the production. So they were involved in scene changing, lighting changes, even some puppeteering, and helping with ushering. They were fantastic. So the music was by Zi Ming, and I believe she composed all of the music herself. She went away, watched the piece, went away, composed the music, and then just played it along with us, which was incredible. So she was playing the guzheng, which is like a Chinese zither, kind of like a harp, and it creates this really gorgeous sound, really like twangy and deep sound. And I think that the piece needs music. It comes alive with music. Without music, it's good, but it's not how it should be. That morning. We're also really keen on the experience, so creating a set that brings the audience in, creating atmosphere with music. All of that is really important to us. We love using music in our work, actually, so being part of the music festival was actually very true to the kind of performance that we're really into.
We weren't expecting that many people just because of how niche a sort of a concept of it is of ancient Chinese shadow puppetry. But every single production we had, every single show we had a great audience, and there were surprisingly no mishaps. Nothing obviously broke, none of the scenery fell down, anything like that. Everything just seemed to click into place and produced a great show. Yeah.
It was absolutely gorgeous. It was really, really beautiful, and yeah, I haven't actually seen anything quite like it before. It was lovely.
I'd come again for anything similar, really.
It was really good, yeah. It was a really lovely form of storytelling you definitely don't see very often. So it was nice to see that sort of art form. It's the first time I've ever seen it. It was really beautiful.
And I think the thing that made it so unique as opposed to different things I've seen was the dual narration. So you had obviously the two languages, which you don't get at a lot of shows, which was really nice to not only experience someone else's culture, but someone else's language within that as well.
Art doesn't exist in a vacuum. No kind of art exists without other art.
It's been very, very different to anything before. Shadow puppetry is absolutely our thing. We've been working with puppets in general on pretty much every single one of our shows now, and I think it really gives us that little bit extra just to push us ahead of the crowd and really make us stand out.
If people enjoyed this and they want to see more of it, because we hope there will be more of this in the future, then they should follow us on social media at 3 Left Feet UK, or go on our website, which is www.3leftfeet.co.uk, and get in touch with us. Send us an email, send us a message. We're always happy to talk to people.